Hey Virgo. The bottom of the deck here is this beautiful world card. So this is the culmination of something. It could be viewed as more positive or negative depending on the situation, but it's kind of you go to high school and you graduate. You go to college and you graduate. It's seems like more of a natural progression than sort of an abrupt ending that would be more maybe in the realm of the tower. So this is just life goes in cycles, and this is a month where you'll embark on a new journey, a new cycle in some area of your life. What does this say? A brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. Exactly. Yes. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense with the World card, this Three of Wands, because the Three of Wands has us zooming out, zooming back, getting a bird's eye view, being able to have perspective, to look at where we've been, what we've done, where we are now, and where we want to go in the future, and making a plan or considering that as a way to sort of recalibrate. I feel a chariot energy to recalibrate and say, okay, it's time. It's time to move in a new direction in some part of my life, which you have those two new moons, right? So definitely newness, new direction, new experiences, new people, new just surroundings, just a shift, a change. You'll look back, oh, that's the time I worked here or lived here or um, interacted with that group of people. What does it say here? Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. Here's the towers. All the ones come out when I talk about them. I've learned to appreciate and embrace and actually welcome the tower. And I know, yeah, if you called me up when I'm having a tower moment, I may not be like, oh, this is awesome. But when difficult situations happen, there's if you do the work and you do the reflection and the inner work and the spiritual work and really digest it and look at it from all different perspectives, and you can usually find some sort of wisdom to bring forward. And I didn't like that job anyway. I didn't, that friendship wasn't really as healthy as I thought. It was pretty one-sided. That romantic relationship, it wasn't right. I wasn't being true to myself and um, sharing my wants and needs. So it shows you what's sustainable in your life and what isn't. So if you're looking back, you can say, okay, this friend has been my rock the whole time. And you can say, and that friend only seems to come to me when they need something. You know what I mean? So maybe a friendship like that, it's time to let go. It's okay. Judgment. Wow, you now have 3 out of the 4 cards are major arcana. This is awakening, a wake up call, um, an aha moment of judgment, making a significant decision. And this could be anything from a really obvious, tangible symbol to getting a different job, moving, something like that, applying to school, going to school. But it could be more of an internal shift. Um, I will not devalue myself. I will not settle for less than what I deserve. I will communicate my needs. I will not put in, if I realize that I'm putting in way more energy than the other person, I'm going to pull back, and I understand that that's healthy for me. So it could be some sort of internal decision. I'm going to get up and exercise every day. I'm going to fill in the blank, write every day. I want to be a writer, but I never write. I'm going to write one page every day, even if it's shit. And even if all I write is, I don't really know what to write today. I'll just describe my day. It could become a journal. And the parts, if you have inspirations towards whatever topic you want to write, great. If not, then I think the journaling would be helpful. What does this say? Did I read this one either? So the Tower, life experience. Yeah, right? Life experience. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event. A situation that leads to significant opportunities. And the Judgment card, which is renewal, and this. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose. Releasing judgments of yourself and others. That all flows really beautifully. This zooming out, this finding the wisdom and opportunities in maybe more difficult situations, and making a decision about how you're going to move forward with this new chapter in your life. What do we have down here? 10 of Winter, 10 of Swords. This is able to really, I think the spiritual growth is understanding that you control your thoughts, and understanding that if you're in a situation where you find yourself beating up on yourself, second guessing yourself, worried about someone else's behavior because you feel like taking on that, like you control it, you're responsible for their behavior. I think those types of self-defeating, lack of self-respect behaviors, you're really going to understand them and see them and make a conscious and significant and successful effort to learn how to deal with that in a healthy manner. Okay, I'm starting to think about this negative thing that happened in the past, and I'm getting all anxious about it. Oh, in your brain, okay, wait a minute, stop. And when this happens, I am going to fill in the blank. Maybe journaling will help you, although sometimes that can focus on the problem, but sometimes getting it out on paper does really help. But maybe you can say, I'm going to think about this great time I had with my friends. I am going to read. Whatever you can do to stop that cycle, because it's just like a muscle. We have to train our brain to think in a positive way. The ego's got us thinking the negative way, no problem. Sorry, I'm really talking with my hands, so everything's jiggling. You don't do one push-up and think, all right, I'm buff. I got my arm and back, whatever. My muscles are all toned, check. And then you're just going to stay that way. So the same with your mental health, your thoughts. Finding ways to bring things like meditation instead of, you could definitely find time to meditate, obviously, but even more so to bring those spiritual tools into your everyday life, into all aspects of your life. It's not something you retreat or you go do. It's bringing it the other way around. Taking time to breathe at work. Taking time for just to get up and walk around and give yourself a break. What does this say? The resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or a codependency. So it's that codependency that I'm really picking up on. Look at this. Under the tower, this is fantastic, is the victory card, the Six of Wands. So what may appear on the surface as a loss holds the seeds to, it says, significant opportunities. It'll be the type of thing you look back and it's like, oh my God, I'm so glad that happened. If that had never happened, I would never have filled in the blank, had this opportunity, met this person, was introduced to this hobby. Wonderful news is on its way. Excuse me, I just drank seltzer water and I'm burping. That's lovely. Oh my God. I'm such a lady. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards. Success and public recognition. Nice. Could be in your company newsletter. You could be, something could go viral for a positive reason. You get a new job, a promotion, maybe you get to take on projects doing something you really, really like. If you do any sports or any sort of competitions, anything like that. But I like to say with this Six of Wands to count the wins that only you are aware of. Count the wins that when your brain maybe starts going to that negative place, you catch it and you're able to stop it and move forward in a positive way. Like, that's huge. That is huge. So count all those successes. Count all the things that you know for you is a success internally, but other people may not know. So you're never going to get validation or recognition. So give it to yourself. There's a lot of like healing, being good to yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Did I talk about the Chariot? Is that this reading? The Chariot. Look at that. It's like I'm psychic or something. This is that with that Three of Wands. This is making. So lots of times I feel like we go through life reacting to things. But the Chariot is taking action, zooming out, figuring out where you've been, where you are, where you want to go. But the Chariot is making a plan and moving forward. It isn't just, I don't like this job. This job's available, and so I take it. Not because I want this other job, but because it was a quick means to an end to get me out of the situation I no longer wanted to be in. So this is the career I want, and here are all the things I need to accomplish that, and watch me go. I will, and taking action. So I almost look at it like a recalibration or resetting your GPS to where somehow you ended up way off course, and this is, okay, it's time to get back on track, back on course. Maybe you're going to take courses. This very mundanely could be travel or car, specifically car travel. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. Celebrating your accomplishments, yeah. Being in the spotlight. So wow, that with actually a lot of people say this is the Major Arcana Ultimate Victory card to the Six of Wands. So if you've applied for anything, you're trying to, you really want something and you're dedicated to it, and you're able to quiet the self-doubt and the negative thinking and see the opportunities and what other people may see as failures or setbacks, will lay the groundwork for all this this success coming in. Wow, that was an awesome reading. Yeah, thanks for joining me, and I hope you're well. Bye.